We're in the final stretch of 2024, so if you're looking for ways to gain more structure into your life and get back on track so that you can enter 2025 feeling ahead of the game, then this video is for you. Hi, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I'm 24 years old. I create YouTube videos as a way to be creative, which is something that I don't get in my normal 9-to-5 job. I create vlog videos about my day-to-day life, sharing lesson tips and tricks and other lifestyle and mindset content. So if you find this video helpful, please leave me a comment below and also consider subscribing. First, let's discuss why I think fall is the best time for reinventing your life. First of all, it is literally the season of change. You see the leaves changing color, the air getting more crisp, so there's that natural energy of transition that we can all tap into. Plus the fact that it's not summer anymore, there are less things going on outside. You don't have that sun guilt of like, oh, I need to be outside all the time. Up to this point, I've been thinking of January as the month for like fresh start. I set a lot of resolutions and a lot of goals beginning of this year and many years in the past, and I find that I never really stick with them the moment like summer or even spring hits. Another big plus is that it's not winter yet. You're not that deep into the seasonal depressions. There's less frictions, so then if you start now, you still got time to start small changes and build momentum without that mental load. Also, the fact that we're nearing the end of September, we have literally 3 months left of this year, it really got you to think like, what are the changes and goals that I want to make by the end of this year? I don't know about you, but I feel like it's crunch time. But the good news is, if you start now, by the time 2020 starts, not only are you way ahead of most people, you're also well into a routine. Now that we understand why fall is the best season for reinventing your life, let's now discuss how we can set goals for the rest of the year. I lost sight of a lot of goals I said earlier this year. I didn't remember a lot of them, to be honest. So because of that, I am changing the way that I'm setting goals now. I am implementing this thing called 12-week year. It is from this book, literally called 12-week year. So instead of thinking about the year as a 12-month long stretch, I'm breaking it into 12-week chunks. This way, when you think in quarters, because 12 weeks are basically 3 months, it not only makes it perfect for the end of this year, October, November, December, it is also makes setting goals a lot less daunting. Your goals are a lot more realistic and it's just easier to follow through with. Whereas when you set it earlier in the year, you kind of forget about it and you don't really remember to keep doing all this resolution that you set for like a whole 12 months. Personally, I set 3 goals for the 12-week period, one for my health, one for my career, and one for my one for my finance. Once you set out your main goals, it's important to establish some core habits and tasks that you want to do on a daily basis, because as I mentioned, once a week passes, a month has passed, so we want to get really serious on what we want to get done. I use a Notion template that I found online for the 12-week planner. I'll link it down below. It has been really helpful for me to set up a system where I can track my tasks and core habit every day to make sure that I do all the things that I want to do to reach that goals. And by the end of the week, there's a section in that Notion template where you can reflect on what have you done that week, what have you not done, so really keep you accountable. Now that we're clear on what goals we want to achieve by the end of this year, what tasks or core habits we want to do on the daily basis, and we have a system to track that, let's acknowledge that on certain days we just don't have the motivation to follow through with all of that. So this is where you need to have a deeper connection with your values and what drive you. This is where I bring in what I've learned from the Deep Life Stack framework by Cal Newport. So you want to develop your moral intuition. What defines a life well lived for you regardless of circumstance? So think about how you can develop your personal code. Ask yourself, how can I approach life through the good times and bad times? I'm also going to share with you 3 of my main core values. Number 1, showing up is better than perfect. How can I celebrate the efforts that I'm putting in today rather than focusing on the outcome? 2, approach everything with kindness and compassion. How can I extend more compassion to myself, to the people around me, to the planet, and the animals on this earth? And number 3, having flaws doesn't mean that I am not worthy, it's just what makes me human. So these are the 3 things that I make sure I align my decisions and actions with no matter what seasons I'm in my life. Another thing I recommend is that you want to establish rituals that connect you back to your values. So for me, it is through grounding practices like meditations or walks in nature that connect me back to the 3 core values that I mentioned earlier, but it doesn't have to be complicated. It could just be taking 10 minutes out of your day to do a little gratitude practice, or moving your body in any way that feels good. But the point is that you want to have those rituals to reconnect you with your why, especially on days that you don't feel like doing the work. Now I'm going to walk you through my ideal work day. I say ideal because not every day is perfect, but this day contains some of the core habits that I want to stick to, and I'll be sharing vlog footages along the way as well. I think a solid routine doesn't just start with a good morning routine, it starts the night before. I make sure to put my phone away at least 30 minutes before I go to bed, ideally 1 hour before, because at night as you wind down and fall asleep, your brain wave also slows down, and this is when the door to your subconscious mind open up and you're way more suggestible to new information. There's a reason why they play so many ads on the TV late at night. I try to be really mindful with what I consume before bed, whether that is TV or scrolling on social media, watching an intense movie or an intense book. I try to avoid all of that, and I would simply just listen to some affirmations or visualize my future self as I fall asleep, or sometimes I would just listen to some sound bath as I fall asleep as well. So moving into the morning, as soon as I open my eyes and gain some sort of awareness, I always start with a little affirmation.
Good morning, guys. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be an amazing day. Today's gonna be filled with blessings in every corners of my life.
And immediately after that, I'll start calling out things in my life that I am grateful for.
I am grateful to wake up in a warm, comfy bed. I am grateful for my cat. She always checks on me every morning. She doesn't like hugging. I am grateful for a new day, to be alive. I'm grateful for another opportunity to get closer to my goals and my dream. I'm thankful for living in a safe country where there's no war. I'm grateful for my apartment that keeps me safe and warm. Grateful to be living alone and waking up peacefully.
There's this quote that your average day could be somebody's wildest dream, so I highly recommend with starting your day with an affirmation and gratitude, because this will literally help set you up with the most love and openness to whatever is to come during your day. Hi, Muffin. Hi, baby girl. Good morning. After I do my morning skincare, I would take time to meditate and ask myself the question of, who do I want to be today?
But first, let's chug some water. I really don't like drinking water first thing in the morning. I feel like water tastes gross, but it's good for me. Does everybody feel like water tastes weird when you're doing it first thing in the morning?
I usually do Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation, where I practice firing new thoughts and teaching my body emotionally what that future feels like. Some days it's really easy to focus and like feel all the emotions of my future. Sometimes it's really difficult, but for me, I'm learning that just sticking with it is the key. Some days I consider a win by just making it through the meditation. But if I'm really pressed for time, I will swap the meditation for journaling, and I'll save the meditation for later in the evening. Right now, I'm making sure to meditate 4 to 5 times a week, and I'm slowly working up to 7 days a week.
I am going for a walk right now. It is a beautiful sunny day, and soon it will be raining and be way too cold to be outside, so I gotta take advantage of this. It is also very important to get direct sunlight in the morning. I feel that my mood changes, and also it helps set your internal body clock to start that sleep-wake cycle, which will help you sleep later. And so far up till this point in this morning routine, I've already did things that nurture my body, mind, and soul, which is amazing. The air in the morning feels so nice. came home and my cat is like this. Hi, you just chilling out? You just relaxing? Just chilling out over here? Okay. Beautiful girl.
After that, I would normally go and do my makeup and get ready for work. This is where I would have a stack this action with calling out things that I like about myself, which is very difficult because I find it's really hard to give myself compliments, but this is something new to me. I would ask myself the question of, how does the best version of myself stand? How does she move? How does she speak? How does she get dressed? And really try to embody that as I'm getting ready for the day. You know, as I was doing this makeup, I could not get this demure line out of my head. It goes, you see how I do my makeup for work? Very mindful, very demure. I don't come to work with a green cut crease. Okay, my hair is greasy. I need to figure out what to do with it, but I think I should go eat my breakfast first. Okay, you guys, for breakfast today, we're eating in this beautiful bowl that I thrifted. With some instant oatmeal that looks a little sad, but we're gonna spice it up. We got some almond butter. Also going to add some hemp seeds. Oh my god, that was way too much. I might add a handful of apples that I chop up. There it is. Let's eat. I'm running a little late, so I need to eat breakfast really fast so I can get to work, which is not, you know, something that I'm known for. I'm such a slow eater. It's crazy how much of a slow eater I am. Not only do I chew really slowly, but I also get distracted easily and forget the fact that I need to eat. If I eat with other people and I need to talk to them at the same time, sometimes I would just keep talking and forget the fact that I have to eat, and then the next thing you know, they finish the dinner and I'm like not even halfway through. Also, I'm so used to watching something while I eat, so it's weird that like I only have one thing to do right now. Okay, I'm all dressed for work. Just need to throw on a jacket. My commute to work used to feel like a chore. It's 40 minutes long. I used to dread it. It's something that I can't change, but I now use it to my advantage. I just pop on a podcast on an audio book about a topic that I love learning about. So now it's not really a dread anymore. I actually look forward to it because I get to learn something new as I'm just literally commute to work. And because I'm creating YouTube videos on the side of my normal 9-to-5 job, hopefully it will be a side thing for too long. But during my lunch break at work or whenever I have time, I would jot down certain video ideas or how I can tell my stories better. I try to find ways of looking at it as an opportunity to learn and get the most value out of it while I'm getting paid, you know? So that's my ideal daily routines that help align me with what I want to achieve in the future with my core values, and I have rituals that can connect me back to those values. Like I said, it's an ideal daily routine because it's definitely not perfect. I'm not perfect with following through every single thing. I try to make it as achievable as I can, but I also understand that being human means doing your best looks different every day. But I hope that this video inspires you to create some sort of a similar routine that truly aligns with who you are at the core. And I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, make sure to leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and chat with you in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.